Hello everyone, my name is Somo Maiti. I am now working as a lead network analyst at Data Space Security Private Limited. Today's topic is cloud computing. So today I will discuss about what is cloud computing, right? So cloud computing is a on-demand services and via the internet to computing resources and it resources is applications, servers and data storage development tools, networking capabilities and more, and hosted at a remote data centers managed by a cloud services providers like CSP. And CSP makes a remote data center managed by cloud service provider. And compared to traditional on premises IT, and depending on the cloud services you select, cloud computing helps the following. So there are different options, like it lower IT cost, like cloud lets you to afford some or most of the cost of effort of parsing, installing, configuring, and managing your own premises infrastructure. Next is improve agility and time to value. With cloud, your organizations can start using enterprise applications in minutes instead of waiting weeks or months. Next, through this we can scale more easily and cost effectively. Cloud provides elastically, like instead of purchasing existing capacity, and that sits unused during slow periods. And you can parsing exist capacity and scale capacity up and down in response to spikes and dips in the traffic. So the term cloud computing also refers to the technology that makes a cloud work. This includes the sum of from virtualized IT infrastructures, servers, operating systems, softwares, networking, and other infrastructures that abstracted that use a special software so that it can be pooled and divided irrespective of physical hardware boundaries. For example, a single hardware servers can be divided into multiple virtual servers. Virtualization enables cloud providers to make maximum use of their data center resources. And if you use a computer or mobile devices at a home work, you almost certainly use some from cloud computing every day. Like whether it is a cloud applications like Google, Gmail, or Salesforce, streaming media like Netflix, or cloud file storage like Dropbox. According to the recent survey, 92% organizations use a cloud today. So there are some key advantage of cloud computing. Like first one is cloud computing allows a business to cut their operational and fixed monthly cost of hardware, databases, servers, and software licenses. Eventually, it will reduces the need of IT resources, including people, and all hardware databases, servers, web servers, software products, and services are hosted in the cloud and added to an account as needed. Next, cloud computing offers 24 into 7 uptime, and cloud servers and data centers are managed by the cloud service provider. Therefore, there is no need for employee management. Next, cloud computing is a scalable and reliable. There is no limit and the number of users or resources. Furthermore, the cloud increases the processing of resources as needed. If you do not need resources, you can always scale down. Next, cloud computing provides maintainability and automatic updates of the new software, OS, database, and third-party software. It also reduces IT labor cost for a business. Next, the cloud service providers have data centers in various locations, which makes them faster and more reliable. Larger companies such as Microsoft and AWS even some data centers around the world. Next, so here is the list of some top 10 cloud services providers like AWS, Amazon Web Services. Next is Microsoft Azure. Next, Google Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, IBM Cloud, Oracle, Salesforce, SAP, Rackspace Cloud, and VMware. So there are some difference between AWS and Azure and Google Cloud. So AWS is a launch in 2006, and Azure was launched in 2010, and Google Cloud is 2008. So there are some geographical regions. In AWS is 25, in Azure there is 54, and in Google Cloud there is 21. So there are some key offerings in AWS like compute, storage, database, analytics, networking, machine learning, and AI, mobile development tools, IoT. So there are lots of things. Next, next we will discuss about essential characteristics like on-demand sales services. So a consumer can earn literally provision computing capabilities automatically without recurring human interactions with each service provider. There are also some resource pooling measured services. Next, so there are some service models like there are some service models in cloud computing. Like first one is IS SaaS. So what it says, the full form of SaaS is a software as a service. So software as a service SaaS allows to run existing online application, and it is a model software that deployed as a hosting service and accessed over output, repurchased or rewritten text in the intern of software delivery. And the capability of provided to the consumer is to use providers applications running on the cloud infrastructure. Next, the applications are accessible from various client devices such as web browser like web-based mail. Next, the consumer does not manage or control the underlying cloud infrastructure including network, servers, operating system, and storage. There is also another services like PaaS, platform as a services, and the capability provided to the consumed consumer is to deploy into the cloud infrastructure consumer created or acquire applications created using programming languages and tools supported by the provider. The consumer does not manage or control the underlying cloud infrastructure, and consumer has control over the deployed applications and possibly application hosting environment configurations. Next, there is also next services like IaaS. So what is IaaS? IaaS means infrastructure as a service. The capacity provided to the consumer is to provision processing, storage, networks, and other fundamental computing resources. The consumer is also able to deploy to run arbitrary software which can include operating systems and applications. Next, so there are some different things like in IaaS we have to manage networking, storage, servers, and virtualizations. But servers will manage OS, middleware, runtime, data, and applications. And in PaaS means platform as a service. There we have to manage data and application, but the cloud will manage networking, storage, servers, virtualizations, OS, middleware, and runtime. And in SaaS, the provider will manage all like applications, data, runtime, middleware, OS, virtualization, servers, storage, and networking. Next, so there are some deployment models. So what is deployment model? The cloud deployment models identifies the specific type of cloud environment based on ownership, scale, and access as well as the cloud's nature and purpose. The location of the servers you are utilizing and who controls them and defined by the cloud deployment model, and it specifies how your cloud infrastructure will look, what you can change, and whenever you will be given services or we will give to create everything yourselves. Relationships between the infrastructure and your users are also defined by the cloud deployment models. So there are different types of deployment models like public cloud, private cloud, community cloud, multi-cloud. Okay, so at first we will discuss about community cloud. So what is community cloud? It allows systems and services to be accessible by a group of organizations, and it is distributed systems and that is created by integrating and the services of different clouds to address the specific needs of community, industry, or business. The infrastructure of community cloud shared between the organizations which has shared constant tasks. So there are some key advantage of cloud community cloud. First one is cost effective. It is cost effective because the cloud is shared by the multiple organizations or communities. Next, security. Community cloud provides a better security. Next, shared resources. It allows you to share resources, infrastructure with multiple organizations. Next, collaboration and data sharing. It is suitable for both collaboration and data sharing. Next, I will discuss about private cloud. So, what is private cloud? The private cloud deployment model is the exact opposite of the public cloud deployment model. It is one-on-one environment for a single user or customer, and there is no need of to share your hardware with anyone else. The distinct behavior private and public cloud is now how you handle all of the hardware. It is also called the internal cloud, and it refers to the ability to access systems and servers within a given border. So there are some key advantage in private cloud like better control, data security and privacy. Next, supports legacy systems and customizations. Next, I will discuss about public cloud. So what is public cloud? The public cloud makes it possible for anybody to access systems and services. The public cloud may less secure and is open for everyone. The public cloud is one of which cloud infrastructure services are provided over the internet. So there are also some key advantage in public cloud. First one is minimal investment because it is a pay per use services and there is no subsequential upfront fee, making it excellent for enterprises that require immediate access to resources. There is no setup cost, like the entire infrastructure is fully subsidized by the cloud in services providers. Thus, there is no need to set up any hardware. There are also some infrastructure management is not required, no maintenance charge, and dynamic scalability, like to fulfill your company's need on-demand resources are accessible. There are also some advantages of cloud computing, like cloud computing do not need high quality equipment for user, and it is very easy to use and provides a dependable and secure data storage center and reduce runtime and response time. Next, cloud is a large response pool that you can buy on demand services and scale of your cloud and extend dynamically, providing nearly infinite possibility for users to use internet. Thank you everyone for listening.